good evening and welcome to the program.
However, experience
the earth is round and not
suppository of all wisdom.
They're the so-called man caves where many husbands
They patriots all across Australia.
Providing people with aggressive racist.
Well, then you're a racist.
In our democracy and way of life,
1 in
and
6
culture,
Australians
and I believe
is
it's
now
not.
living off the dole.
being persecuted for expressing their right to
We don't want
free speech.
Australia to be overrun by these people.
And I got obsessed with my body straight away.
Indeed. Well, we're in the grip of the Ice Age, the dealing and use of the drug ice.
On religious preaching in Rundle
The
Mall.
Australian flag, Anzac Day, the national anthem, bacon.
I'm just kidding. Hey, welcome to Hide from Fire. I am, as always, Adam Sage, and coronavirus. Yeah, well, that's what this episode is. Kind of going to be about. Mainly, well, not mainly, but it's definitely going to be a coronavirus heavy episode because there is just basically fuck all else in the news. And yeah, last episode was about the International Women's Day. So I figured we'll delve back into Corona for this one, and next episode I'll try to keep it Corona-free, but yeah. I mean, what else is really going on in the world right now other than fucking coronavirus? I mean, it's just... Sorry, the China flu, as Donald Trump says, China.
Don't be rude.
I apologize. Yeah, so, anyway, speaking of fucking the Chinese flu, I've got, I got some dash cam footage from this week, yesterday to be exact. Something actually happened to me on the way. Well, actually, where was I? I was, I was on my way back from the bottle shop because in these trying times when, when things are on lockdown and here in South Australia, apparently today all non-essential, or so I'm told, all non-essential like businesses or whatever. But what facilitates like a non-essential? Like, how do you define what is and what isn't essential? Essential, rather. Well, I don't fucking know, but all I know is I had to go get some alcohol yesterday to get me through this week. So that's what I did, and I completely fucked up that segue because I was going to go from the China virus to this little gem. All right, so here I am driving down now. I come up to this roundabout, and this car... Ooh, can I go back? Okay, see... you know what I don't have loaded up? I don't have my fucking, my little fucking, Epic Pen fucking thing. Should I even be saying the brand of it? Or it's just going to come up right in the middle of the fucking screen now. Hey, you. Get out of there. God damn it. Ignore. Hang on. I really should have planned this ahead of time. Anyway, right here is this car, and it didn't have to wait for this car here at all, but it did. And yeah, dashcam really doesn't do it footage, even though it's a fucking HD camera and whatnot, it really doesn't do it fucking justice. Well, compared to what your eyes can see, maybe I've just got really good vision. I don't think so. The amount of fucking welding fucking glare I've fucking experienced in my life, there's no way. Anyway, this car is... Yeah, it's just sitting there. Like, it had a gap it could have gotten ahead of that white car. It didn't take it. It seemed a bit odd. Anyway, so... Yeah, well, let's keep playing. Sat there. See, now, easily could have started going way before that. Like, as you can see, massive gap. And I slow down because this car has the right of way. And still nothing. Still just sitting there. I'm coming to a stop. It's almost like the driver was giving way to me, even though this car completely has the right of way. So I slow down. I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on? Why is this like... I thought the car might have like stalled or something, or it wouldn't start. I was waiting to see like a hazard light start turning on, because the car had just been sitting there for an completely unnecessary amount of time, but here we go. Starts moving. Look at how fucking slow this is. Look at how fucking slow. Now, you can't see it from the dash cam, but the male passenger is staring at me like I'm the fucking arsehole for doing the right thing. And also what you can't see here, maybe you can if... No, you can't see shit. This is some fucking wog guy with his fucking, you know, typical wog. He's got his fucking shaved head, fucking, you know, like a tap-out t-shirt with the gold chain over the top. And he's wearing his fucking women's fucking Oakley fucking sunglasses. I said fucking a few times there. Yeah, so this is like clearly, and look how slow this bitch. It's okay. So Asian woman driver, like obviously this guy's fucking mail order fucking Thai bride. Click. Okay, we're doing like fucking 20 in a 60 zone. And we're slowly making, like, we're at about 40, if that. Like, look at how slow the fucking lines are going past. Yeah, so basically what's happening is this cunt is teaching his fucking mail order bride to drive on a Sunday. No L plates or whatever, so that tells me that she hasn't even applied, or she doesn't have a fucking learner's permit yet. He's just decided he's just going to take her out onto fucking public streets and teach her to drive for no fucking reason. And yeah, you can see, like, you know, obviously it's relative, but you can see how fast the other cars are going past in the opposite lane. Yeah, okay, I think now we're starting to approach, or maybe at 50. Maybe at 50. This is extremely slow. Starts indicating, and you can see him, look, okay, how long has that indicator been on? Hang on, let's just type 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7. Okay, it's basically 10 seconds earlier. Now almost comes to a complete fucking stop and then just fucking drives off. So, yeah. So not only are they fucking hitting us with a fucking virus that we didn't need to have, they could have warned us about ahead of time. They're continuing to fucking be terrible drivers. And this is beyond a terrible driver. This was like almost deliberately terrible. Yeah, anyway, that's the dash cam footage for this week. That's upon reflection, I'm less angry about it now than I was at the time. But yeah, I didn't have the I turned the audio off. I muted the audio for that video because I was listening to a podcast and I don't want to get like a copyright restriction. But if I had heard it on, you would have just, you know what? If I did play the audio that went along with that dashcam footage, I'd probably be kicked off of this stream would be kicked off of fucking YouTube straight away for being racist. And it's going to get banned from YouTube coming up in the next hour or so for being racist, but I didn't want to do it right there. And yeah, I'm not as racist in real life as I am inside my car when behind an Asian driver. Let's just put it that way. Alright, so let's get into our first fucking China flu or Kung flu, whatever you want to call it. Let's not call it fucking Corona or whatever because... first burp. That's what the Chinese government wants us to call it, so yeah, let's just not call it that. And yeah, it gets funny. Alrighty, as hospitals, this story comes to us from Vice News, and as we know, Vice is a credible news source that has absolutely no bias and always just brings us the facts and lets us decide for ourselves. They don't try to fucking, sway people one way or the other. They are nothing like Fox News at all. They are nothing like Sky News. Vice is a fucking legitimate news source.
You will die without honor. As hospitals prepare for COVID-19,
Yeah, as hospitals prepare, I can't believe this fucking headline. As hospitals prepare for COVID-19, life-saving trans surgeries are delayed. Though medical facilities may soon become overtaxed for everyone, the coronavirus or Kung Flu pandemic has shed light on how transgender people's care can be treated as non-essential. So apparently they're trying to say what? That getting your dick lopped off or your tits fucking samurai sorted can be viewed as non-essential. Writes Kay Loggins. Oh, actually, let's give it the proper coronavirus little graphic. There we go. Now we know we're talking about the Kung Flu. And yeah, it starts out here. Oh, God. Look at this bitch. Like, how proud must her parents be? I bet her fucking dad is fucking over the moon with this. Look at that. Oh, my God. Look at the fucking hair. Like, oh, I've taken testosterone so I can grow hair on my face. Good for you. You've become a fucking Italian woman. For transgender, non-conforming people... Oh, for transgender and gender non-conforming people... What's the difference? Trans means transition. Okay, so yeah, they're trying to cover all bases here. But the term transgender itself implies that there are only two genders.
How dare you?
Gender-affirming surgeries, again, this is confirming that there are only two genders by the fact that you have gender-affirming surgeries. If gender's a spectrum, nothing needs to be affirmed. Life-altering procedures, which for many can greatly reduce gender dysmorphia and improve their quality of life. Yet that's not actually true at all. The fucking trannies that go through these services and these procedures rather, and have their fucking knobs lopped off or whatever, they go from having a 40% suicide rate to having a 39 point something % suicide rate. It makes little to fucking no difference. But, Vice would have us believe otherwise, that it's fucking, vital surgery for some reason. But in the midst of COVID-19, the Kung Flu pandemic, trans communities on Reddit and Twitter are being flooded with reports of postponed and cancelled surgeries in the US, UK, Spain, Thailand, and elsewhere, leading to enormous stress and disappointment on top of the global health crisis. Oh my God, they're trying to make it about them. Now, Tim Pool had a great video I listened to today, which was basically saying that, in the midst of an actual emergency, in the midst of actual fucking a real problem that's going on in the world, suddenly all this woke social justice shit gets exposed for what it actually is. Not a real fucking problem. Not a real fucking crisis. Because, nobody cares that somebody used the wrong fucking pronoun with you when they're worried about whether or not they're going to have money to buy food, when they're worried about how they're going to pay rent. Suddenly your horseshit problems are exposed for what they are, horseshit. This underscores a common experience amongst trans people seeking medical care or surgery. Research has suggested that gender-affirming surgery, in particular, has a notable long-term impact on mental health. That is absolutely 100% horseshit. Like I said, it drops. Okay, let's be generous. They go from 40% to 39% suicide rate. If they get the surgery, it has little to no fucking impact. But far too often, trans people already wait far longer than is safe or healthy for this care. So basically what they're saying is they should be ahead of the line, ahead of people who are way more at risk of coronavirus. And because you know what's a really smart thing to do when hospitals are being flooded with fucking people who are having this fucking deadly disease, or this, seemingly deadly disease, or it can be, or whatever. The thing is to do a whole bunch of fucking, unnecessary fucking cosmetic surgeries. That's a smart thing to do because that's what the doctors should be doing. They should be focusing on whether or not you have tits or a cock in a time like this. Yeah, health or safety. Further delays can be dangerous and even life-threatening. No, they can't. Violet Jones, a 29-year-old trans woman and assistant professor in New York, assistant professor to fucking what? Gender studies? Has a procedure scheduled for May that hasn't been cancelled yet, but she feels it's intimate. Okay, a trans woman. Oh, so this is a dude? Wait, trans woman means dude going to female, right? Oh, wait, so this is a... Wait, this is a dude. Okay. I thought... Alright, anyway. Yeah. New York City is a national leader in transgender care, but Mayor Bill de Blasio issued an executive order delaying all non-emergency surgery for the next few weeks. Right, so by your own admission, it's non-essential surgery. Jones said she's doing everything possible to prevent illness, which would force postponing her procedure. Let's see what it's... Okay, I think this is a quote from the actual tranny. Okay, so this is a man-to-woman tranny. So, a change to the date would pretty radically alter my plans overall security around the procedure. Surgery was scheduled to allow recovery during my school's summer months without a gap in pay. She said, rescheduling may result in lost pay. Oh, poor fucking baby. And her recovery from surgery could conflict with the school year. So how about this? Don't get the fucking surgery. How about instead of fucking going through with the surgery, the money you're going to pay, go seek fucking professional help and get over your fucking gender dysmorphia. I mean, that's one way of doing it.
How dare you?
Yeah. These cancellations... So this bitch is just this fucking cunt, whatever the fuck it is just upset that it couldn't get its fucking gender surgery during the fucking, the summer break or whatever the fuck, the school fucking break. You talk about fucking selfish. People are fucking, dying. People, there's a run on hospitals. Hospitals are trying to fucking, flatten the curve, as they say, to try and get things fucking, so they can deal with everything that's going on. And this cunt is worried that the surgery may conflict with her fucking school schedule. Anyway, these cancellations and postponements are taking place as medical systems across the US are facing a shortage of supplies and beds. Yeah, no shit. That's why you're a selfish cunt for getting upset. Hospitals are discharging patients faster than usual, and systems have quickly moved to postpone, like that fucking tattered face. Yeah, that's, postpone. This is it. This fucking cunt right here. Oh, that's what I should have read this story beforehand. All I have to do is draw some fucking squiggly lines on her's face, and now it's postpone Malone. Yes, I did scroll all the way back up, and just for that fucking pun. Where were we? Jones says blah blah blah. Change the date. We're pretty much ready. Cancellations faster than usual. Where the fuck? Okay, the free up space in the UK. The National Health Service has moved to postpone all non-urgent surgeries for at least 3 months. Yeah, for trans people, this includes planned transgender affirming procedures. Patients whose procedures are just weeks away are still waiting to find out if they'll happen as planned. Well, I would hope they find out, no, they're not happening as planned. I would hope they find out that it's fucking off. Because why the fuck should you, get fucking your thing? Riley Cooper, a 23-year-old trans man, so that's a chick who wants to be a dude, in St. Louis, had his top surgeries postponed with no rescheduled date. He says the Wu-Tang flu was the reason behind the cancellation, but it isn't the first time. It's the third time it's been postponed. It's getting more and more heartbreaking to keep getting so close to something that will make me feel better and feel like I'm in the right body for once, he said. Every time I feel I've gotten close... Wait, hang on. Trans... Man, yeah, okay. Oh, they're misgendering him. Yeah, because if this is a... Here we are. Old trans man. And they've got he said. Oh, snap.
You will die without honor.
You fucking... Well done, Vice. You just fucking misgendered this freak. Every time I feel I've gotten close, something has come along to take it away. So this chick's trying to get her fucking tits lobbed off. You know, basically fucking spitting in the face of any woman who's had breast cancer. But congratulations, you selfish cunt. Even in relatively normal circumstances, when it comes to public health, gender-affirming care comes with a long waiting list. Yeah, because you're fucking mutilating your body because of a psychological disorder. You're expecting, you know, I get that, you know, whatever, you have to go to fucking cosmetic surgeons or whatever. This isn't a valid medical procedure. It's just fucking playing into your mental illness. Due to limited research and specialists. Yes, absolutely. There should be limited fucking specialists involved in this absolute horseshit. And patients often face an uphill battle fighting insurance companies and doctors. I should fucking hope so. For the sake of everybody who pays for fucking insurance, I don't want my fucking tax dollars going towards your fucking cock modification, you selfish cunt. Despite the American, I guess in America, but you know, it's relative to here in Australia, American Medical Association and increasingly insurance companies recognizing treatment for gender dysmorphia as medically necessary, trans people often go through enormous amounts of stress, physical preparation, and administrative red tape to have procedures approved. Welcome to the world of seeking fucking medical help. It's like that for everyone. People who need shit for fucking, you know, people who need tumors removed because if they don't, it will kill them, go through just as much horse shit. But for some reason, you having your fucking funny bits altered is apparently in your fucking mind equally as fucking as important. You honestly think you're as important as a fucking cancer patient at this point. This is how fucking selfish the fucking trans community is. And like, you know what they said? Oh no, vote for gay marriage. It's not part of a bigger thing. It's not part of anything else. It's not a slippery slope. And yet here we are. Here we are in 2020 when there's a fucking global pandemic going on that fucking trannies are complaining they can't get their tits cut off.
How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words.
Yeah, and we're not hearing from that bitch anymore. Oh, she's got to be fucking fuming. The fucking coronavirus is, taken away from their whole fucking, like, you're not hearing anything about the fucking climate emergency anymore, are you? We're not hearing anything about, the fact that how many fucking tons, if not fucking megatons, of fucking latex gloves and fucking face masks are ending up in landfills in the ocean right now because of this disease. Yet none of these so-called fucking eco-warriors are anywhere to be seen complaining about it. None of them are calling for fucking paper gloves. None of them are calling for fucking people to use cardboard fucking gloves when handling a fucking disease or whatever. No. No, because that's it. In a time of crisis, anything that isn't a crisis, it gets put on the fucking back burner. And it just shows how fucking horseshit the fucking climate crisis is. Because, yeah, at the end of the day, it's just basically...
He took my toy. She hit my bell. I want a potty. I want a cookie. I want to stay up. I want me. Mine. Now.
Every time I think of the Greens, I think of that clip. Okay, yeah, and next from our, going from trannies to fucking pets. Coronavirus. Dog dies after testing positive for low-level infection. A dog that tested positive for low-level coronavirus, Wu-Tang flu rather, infection after its owner was diagnosed has just died days after being let out of quarantine. You gotta be fucking kidding me. A doggy tested positive, blah, blah, blah. Hey. Fucking preload videos. Apologize for that. The 17-year-old Pomeranian belonged to a 17-year-old dog died. And apparently it's from coronavirus. Belonged to a 60-year-old woman who was diagnosed with the Wu-Tang flu on February 25th, has since recovered. The woman's pet was taken to quarantine a few days after, a few days after her where it was kept. Well, I'm going to read that again because either I'm retarded or the person who wrote this is. The woman's pet was taken into quarantine a few days after her where it was kept until last week due to repeatedly returning weak positive test results for the virus. Yeah, a few days after. Yeah, I'm not insane, right? This a few days after her where. Yeah, okay, whoever wrote this was retarded, and I'm not surprised because it's a fucking news article trying to link a 17-year-old dog. Like, dogs are supposed to live, between 10 and 15 years? A 17-year-old dog died, and apparently it's coronavirus. The department learned from the dog's owner that he had passed away on March 16th. The owner said she was not willing to allow an autopsy to examine the cause of death. Of course not. A spokesman from Hong Kong's Agricultural Fisheries and Conservation Department told South China Morning Post. Yeah, of course you don't want it fucking tested because it was 17 years. Look at this fucking pretentious little faggot. That's a stock image, obviously, of one of the dogs. But, yeah, okay. That thing lived till it was fucking 17. Who gives a shit? Local media has suggested the dog's death may have been a result of stress, anxiety from being in quarantine away from its owner. So, basically, everything you've written after the headline contradicts the headline. You say the dog died from coronavirus, then you say it was 17 years old, and then you go on to say that it was completely stressed out from being in a quarantine thing. So, yeah, this has absolutely fucking nothing to do with coronavirus and everything to do with the news scrambling to get any fucking... Yeah, this is why we call you fake news. This is why we call you the enemy of the people. This is exactly what fucking, Trump and everyone's talking about. You're just trying to stir up fucking fear. And that's fucking all it is. It's nothing but fucking... Yeah, it's nothing but fear-mongering because they know. And that's why there's nothing but coronavirus in the news. They could be reporting on the fucking, well, okay, maybe not the stock market because that's kind of a result of the fear that they're driving in the fucking news. But you could be reporting on this so-called climate emergency we keep having. I mean, we're apparently in the fucking...
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Yeah, apparently there are no rapes going on at the moment either because it's all about coronavirus. Isn't it amazing that all other criminals have stopped fucking doing whatever the fuck they were doing and, yeah, gone on to fucking... Yeah, and everything is coronavirus. Yeah, but like I said, the fucking climate emergency. The climate emergency is no longer a thing. I mean...
I love refugees!
Yeah, refugees are no longer an issue because of all the travel bans, and this is like, Scott Morrison, the Prime Minister of Australia, said we're going to be restricting, we're going to, basically be putting a travel ban on China. The media turned around and said he was racist. Now that the disease has actually gotten serious, the media's turned around and said he's not doing enough. You can't have it fucking both ways, people. Either he was racist for putting a ban on Chinese travel to Australia, or he didn't do enough. But, this is, Yeah, and then, of course, the virtue signaling continues because the fucking media just can't help themselves. It always has to be about them and their mates. Doesn't matter who's dying. It cannot be said too often, whenever there's a crisis fundraiser, the entertainment industry are called upon to provide their services for free. See, here we fucking go. Straight away. It's all about from fires to floods to famine. And the charity concert has become the go-to event to raise money and spirits. And now the entertainment industry needs us to give back to them. They can just sell their art. They can just sell their fucking music. They don't need shit. So at the end of the day, the only reason these artists were fucking doing fundraisers is because they were getting paid for them. Now that they can't do a fucking coronavirus fundraiser, that means there's no money in it for them. So instead of us giving money to people who are suffering from coronavirus, we should be giving it to the fucking musicians and shit. Like, that's basically how this reads. The rampant spread of Wu-Tang flu has impacted all areas of society, but in a matter of days, the live performance industry in Sydney has been Okay, I got a bit of a sniffle. Maybe I have the Wu-Tang flu. It's effectively been shut down. August, September, and even October are being whispered as the earliest dates. Things might return to something resembling normal activity, and even then, that's a hopeful estimation. Australia has only a handful of musicians, actors, and comedians who are financially secure and set for life. The majority only get paid when they play, and suddenly that's no longer an option. I'm pretty sure most people only get paid when they work. Why are musicians and that, why are they so fucking different? This just shows how fucking selfish these cunts are. It's like, yeah, that's what, like, I hope that's what this whole fucking, fucking China flu fucking syndrome, the slope sickness, I hope that's what fucking, oh, hang on, I need my, that was racist. No, but I hope that's what it teaches young people is, pick a career, like, based on what people, what people need. Like, pick a job that is a necessity. Like, people need plumbers. People need electricians. People don't need painters. We don't need musicians. So, we don't need waitresses. We don't need lesbian cliff divers. We don't need fucking gender studies professors. So, pick a job that you're providing a needed service, not a merely wanted service. And I hope fucking, the Gen Z or whatever the fuck they are, I hope they fucking look at this and look at who is continuing to earn money and who isn't. They look at what, in the time of a crisis, what is an essential service and what isn't. And I hope they pick their future careers based on that. This could be a very good fucking teaching point for a lot of these fucking kids. But anyway, that only doesn't result in performers losing an income, but causes a flow-on effect to venue staff, merchandise sellers, production crew, musicians, publicists, promoters, road crew, security. It takes an army to keep an industry running. Yeah, this is exactly what happened during the last financial crisis when manufacturing went under. And these same people who are fucking complaining now were fucking cheering because all these fucking blue-collar, or as they call us, deplorables, lost our fucking jobs, and they were fucking gloating. They were fucking happy. And now the shoe's on the other foot. Now, obviously, it is affecting some of us deplorables. I'm not saying it isn't, but now the shoe is completely on the other fucking foot, and they want us to fucking, they want us to fucking go out of our way to take care of them. This is what always happened when, like, fucking car makers and fucking, tradesmen were losing their jobs in 2008. These people were gloating, saying, these jobs are bad for the environment. It's a good thing that we're losing the manufacturing industry. It's dirty and yucky and now they're fucking losing their jobs and we're supposed to care. And it's a very simple fucking reason why we're supposed to support all these fucking performers, artists, and more importantly, the hospitality staff, is simply because the manufacturing industry, 90% fucking 99% men. So when that takes a hit, when that suffers, no one should care. In fact, we should applaud. But when the hospitality industry takes a fucking hit, 90 to 99% women, we're all supposed to give a fuck, band together and support it. Why? Because the fucking media and is run by fucking feminists and fucking, creepy fucking soy boy fucking rapists. Who, God, look at this. Look. This is what we're supposed to be supporting. This is apparently an essential service that we should all fucking give about. This person right fucking here. This apparently, according to the fucking media, is the backbone of fucking Australia. The website I Lost My Gig was set up last week to not only humanise the crisis for the entertainment industry, but keep track of the constant stream of lost events. As of yesterday, they've tailored, there's already $1 million, $100 million in lost income from 65,000 cancelled events in just Australia alone, impacting 380,000 people. Oh, fucking diddums. You didn't give a fuck when it was us. Now we're expected to give a fuck because it's you. You know what I say? I say go blow it out your ass, you self-entitled fucking... How about this? All you fucking kids that are studying fucking arts degrees at university and aren't getting a gig for like your fusion band, man. Yeah, how about you dip into your fucking trust fund that your parents left you, you self-entitled, spoilt little fucking cunts. Oh my God. How long have we been going here? Not long. State government, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's all it is. When it's a fucking male-dominated industry, who gives a fuck? Who cares? No one cares. Who gives a fuck? Fuck them, fuck everyone else. But when it's a fucking female-dominated industry, suddenly we're all supposed to give a shit. Like, hairdressers can't do anything. Hairdressers are 99% women, so we're supposed to care that hairdressers are out of work. If it were fucking electricians who are out of work, like 99% men, obviously I'm over-exaggerating, no one would give a shit. Like, hell, these same people are calling for an end to fossil fuels. Why? Because the fucking majority of people who work in that industry are men. That's why they don't give a shit about the jobs being lost. But suddenly when it goes to a female fucking industry, now we're all supposed to care. It's fucking sexism, like, it's hypocrisy 101. It's fucking, even though it's not a real thing and I don't want to say it, but it's reverse sexism 101. I guarantee if the car industry back in 2008 employed 99% fucking black transgender women, there would have been fucking outcry for fucking, 2008, I think I said 98. Anyway, there would have been outcry from the fucking Greens to keep it afloat. There would have been outcry from everyone. But because it's fucking 90% fucking white straight men who work in it, they don't give a fuck. And this is what these people don't even realize. It's like 80% of income tax comes from white men. They hate white men so much, but there is no way in hell they would say, I want my fucking Centrelink payments reduced by how much white men are putting into it. So that would have your Centrelink payments cut by 80%. They will never say that because at the end of the day, they don't care. They're hypocrites and it's all just fucking virtue signaling. It's all just fucking posing. And now they're being exposed. Because, in the time of a crisis... Yeah, and speaking of fucking artists, let's take a dive into the people we're supposed to be supporting him. Sydney artist Anthony Lister charged with multiple rapes. A world-renowned Australian street artist... Oh, fuck off, advertiser. A world-renowned Australian street artist who is the subject of a recent Netflix documentary has been charged with drugging and raping multiple women and tattooing one of them without her consent. Now, see, these are the people... Oh my God, look at this shit. Oh my god. Okay, is this a fucking video about him? If it is, let's play it. If it isn't, we'll stop it. Oh, fuck off with your ad.
Those early years.
Everything was simple. We had no idea what we were doing.
It was such a beautiful period.
What's going on?
My dad's mum was a painter. She would always encourage me to draw everything I saw. When I was 13, I started catching the train, and I'd see amazing artwork all along the lines. I just knew that I wanted to be a painter.
Family was his main motivation.
I see you.
And him needing to support them.
Income from the artwork started to flow.
But I had to get out of Brisbane.
Anthony said we could really go for it and move to New York.
I'm Anthony Lister. Look out, people!
I found a style, and I was rewarded for it. It launched my next level of international success.
Celebrities have paid tens of thousands of dollars for Lister pieces.
Anthony Lister. That's
I was the one
Notice
that
he's
all
being
the
celebrated
family
by
and home life
Hollywood.
fell back on.
She didn't make it to the party. Most of the times I did.
Being mum and being partner to this insatiable artist.
Mom?
I just got exhausted.
A mural on vacant land, art or graffiti.
Brisbane Council condemned me for doing what they gave me the power to do in the first place.
Anthony's always prioritised his work.
Sometimes I'm blind to the needs of others.
Telling the kids why their dad's
Deadbeat
not
dad.
there. You realise that enough is enough.
My magic had worn out.
Stop it!
I took it all for granted. One time too many. Good and evil on my shoulders. Too bad good is pissing on me. I trained this family how to live without me. Just calling just to say I love you and I'd love to talk to you. But I never trained myself how to live without them. It's just my dad repeating himself in me. Reconnecting to the kids is everything to me now. I believe that change is possible, and I have to fight for it.
Yeah, okay, so you notice that towards the end of his life, he started developing fucking lesions all over his face, which tells me fucking an ice crack addiction. Anyway, so this gun that fucking Netflix thought was good enough for a fucking documentary, an inspirational, true story, someone we should all look up to. What an amazing person. God, fucking artistic wankers. World-renowned Sydney artist, street artist rather, because, you know, apparently that's a thing, says the podcaster. Colloquially known as the Adventure Painter, has been charged by police after allegedly drugging and sexually assaulting several women. Anthony Lister, a 40-year-old Darlinghurst-based artist who rose to international fame with his graffiti-style art, was on Wednesday hit with a string of charges relating to the alleged assaults. Oh my God, I love it when these woke faggots just eat each other. This is Harvey Weinstein all over again. Yeah, hang on. I've got a fucking...
I just want to thank my agent, Kevin Uvain, and God, Harvey Weinstein.
That's right, Meryl Streep. Lister allegedly... Okay, yeah, that's where we were. Lister allegedly drugged and sexually assaulted 4 women, including 3 art students. No shit. On separate occasions in his Darlinghurst home between 2015 and 2018. So the documentary could have very easily picked up on this, but they chose to ignore it, obviously. It is also alleged that he tattooed 3 lines on one woman without her consent. Well, he's an artist and you just don't understand it. Like, look at this fucking creepy piece of shit. Like, oh my God, a guy who wears all denim? Yeah, of course he's a fucking piece of shit. Lister recently... Oh God, look, he's even wearing a fucking... Oh, look at my suit. It's so ironic. Oh, I'm such an artist. Lister recently featured in a Netflix documentary, Have You Seen the Lister? Which chronicles the artist's rise to fame. Never heard of him. His work also featured The National Art Gallery of Australia, Art Bank Australia. See, this is exactly it. These are the same people that up until it all came out were praising fucking Rolf Harris. And if you don't know who Rolf Harris is a he was an Australian singer, also a painter, very into this fucking exact same world. Yep, all about this shit. And yeah, he wrote songs like Tie Me Kangaroo Down Sport.
Let me abos go loose, Lou. Let me abos go loose. They're of no further use, Lou. So let me abos go loose all together now.
Tie me kangaroo down, sport. Tie me kangaroo down. Tie me kangaroo down, sport. Tie me kangaroo down.
Police on Tuesday raided the famed artist Darlinghurst home and an industrial space in Marrickville. Yeah, Marrickville, that's right. During the searches, police seized 4 replica pistols, knuckle dusters, prohibited drugs including methamphetamine, cocaine, MDMA, cannabis, and cannabis oil. Oh, no shit. So he did have a fucking... Yeah, he is a complete piece of shit, like every fucking woke social justice warrior. Those who scream the loudest have the most to hide. This guy is, oh, I'm such an artist, man. I'm breaking down like social barriers, man. Meanwhile, he's fucking raping chicks, of course. Computers, mobile phones, digital cameras, SD cards, and other electronic equipment. And look, man, Ned Kelly is like oppressive white people, man. Lissa was arrested and taken to Surrey Hills Police Station. He was charged with causing grievous bodily harm to a person with intent, 5 counts of sexual intercourse without consent, rape, and using intoxicating substances to commit an indecentable... What the fuck? Indecentable offence, 4 counts of possessing a prohibited firearm, 7 counts of possessing prohibited drugs, and possessing a prohibited weapon. So, yeah, exactly. He was doing a fucking Bill Cosby and fucking raping chick. He was refused bail to appear at Central Local Court later today. So, yeah, this will be the last you'll hear from him. This is, yeah, the way it fucking always goes. Yeah, these people claim to be our fucking moral superiors. They claim to be our infinite fucking superiors. They claim to be so much fucking better than us. And yeah, this is where it always fucking goes. And how long is this episode? Okay, it's been about 50 minutes. You know what? I'm going to end it here and save some because I might just, with this whole coronavirus outbreak, I might just keep doing episodes. I might just start doing episodes nightly because fuck it, why not? Yeah, people have got nothing better to do. The more content out there for people to consume, the better. So yeah, I might go for shorter bursts. But anyway, don't trust fucking artists. Don't listen to the artists when they're fucking complaining about shit. These people are fucking scum. It's been proven over and over again. And yes, you know what? With the and keeping on the subject of what this episode's titled. Yeah, I've got to keep coming up with funny titles. This one's called Bat Soup Crazy. Yeah, I've got to keep coming up, like if there's nothing but coronavirus in the news, I've got to keep coming up with funnier and funnier, well, not funny, I mean, you know, I think it's funny, but I've got to keep coming up with somewhat semi-clever / semi-retarded, titles for fucking these episodes that are corona-based. And speaking of things that are corona-based, apparently in the Middle East, they have a cure. I bid you adieu, and I'll leave you with the cure for the coronavirus. Pay attention, people. I'm not joking.
Gay!